But many other events are unfolding in the world, including what is currently unfolding in the Middle East, as a result of the aggression of the United States and Israel against the Islamic Republic of Iran. And in this regard, of course, I cannot fail to mention this crisis, a crisis that is now descending from the front pages of television screens and social media, and which is truly fraught with colossal consequences, negative consequences for the entire world, for global stability, the global economy, for everything that was once called globalization, for the prosperity of all humanity. All of this has been destroyed, and civilians are suffering both in Iran and as a result of Iran's retaliatory actions in neighboring Arab states. We express our condolences for any civilian casualties and see the damage being inflicted on civilian infrastructure across the Persian Gulf. And frankly, we remember how, long before the United States and Israel launched their campaign, the Gulf Cooperation Council countries publicly called for non-use of force against Iran, for resolution of issues through diplomatic and political dialogue, and publicly declared that they would not make their territory or airspace available for the purpose of unleashing a war against the Islamic Republic of Iran. They also publicly and officially stated that they would not consent to the use of foreign military bases located on their territory for participation in this aggression. And yet they too found themselves drawn into this war. I have no doubt that this was one of the goals of that operation, sometimes called Animal Roar, sometimes Wrath. I don't remember. Because many are debating these goals now, including in the United States. Many politicians can't understand the purpose of this operation. President Trump publicly stated that we killed Ayatollah Khamenei, otherwise he would have killed me. A few hours later, his Secretary of Defense declared that the US was not involved in organizing the assassination of Ayatollah Khamenei. So we'll leave the question of what the United States is actually trying to achieve to the discretion of Congress, to the discretion of the political system that functions in the United States for such situations. But I have no doubt, and I want to return to this again, that one of the goals was to sow discord among the countries of the region, between the Persian Gulf countries, Iran and its Arab neighbors, between which until recently a positive process of normalization had been observed in recent years. This was especially noticeable when Saudi Arabia and the Islamic Republic of Iran normalized their relations. Russia actively contributed to this, but in reality, we have been promoting a unifying agenda for many, many years. For over 20 years, we have been holding events aimed at mobilizing support for the initiative to develop a security concept for the Persian Gulf region that would encompass all littoral countries, their key neighbors, and as we previously intended, include the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council, ensuring transparency, confidence-building measures, and concrete steps to utilize this rich region for the prosperity of the peoples of these countries. But this concept, unfortunately, remains unrealized. The West did everything it could to prevent the advancement of a positive agenda in the Gulf region. As the aggression against Iran has now proven, the West operates on an either-or principle, either with us or against us. And the key, of course, in all of this is divide and conquer. In this case, perhaps one could say, divide, pit, and conquer. I say this with deep regret because we are talking about our close friends, all those who suffer from the aggression of the United States and Israel, our strategic partners. We maintain dialogue with them and will do everything possible to, together with other peace-loving members of the international community, including in the Security Council and the General Assembly, contribute to the creation of an atmosphere that will make this operation completely impossible. I don't know how much help such moral and political means will bring, but we must do everything we can to ensure this voice, the voice of the overwhelming majority of the global community, is heard. We have truly gathered to talk about Ukraine, and I concluded the first part of my opening remarks with a reference to the West's divide and rule policy, a policy that also refracts through the principle of either with us or against us.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.